Children, can you see me now? I'm loud and clear. Okay, thank you. To start our day, let us praise the Lord first by singing a song entitled God's Love. Children, you can follow the lyrics and the step of the video that's being presented in front of you.
Infobells! Hey, let's say a little prayer before we start our day. Let us thank God for the lovely things He has given us. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So deep, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love.
It's a beautiful day. Good morning, children. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself first. By the way, I am Teacher Martian. Nice to meet you all. How are you today, children? Wow, you are so energetic. That's good. I hope, even though this is just a virtual meeting, you will still listen and participate in our discussion. Understood? Very good. So now, let us check our attendance. I will give stickers with my signature and date for today to all of you. Then, I will send it to your social media account as a sign of your attendance. Those who did not receive or those who don't have a sticker on this day, it means they are absent. Is that clear? Very good. Did all of you have a sticker right now? That was nice. Children, are you done in your homework? Did you already upload it in our MS Teams? Excellent. So now, before we proceed to our new lesson, I want to make sure if you clearly understand our previous lesson. Children, do you still remember our lesson yesterday? What is our lesson yesterday? Very good. Let us recall our lesson yesterday by playing games entitled Mix Me. So here are my instructions. For me to know if you clearly understand our topic yesterday, I prepared an activity entitled Mix Me. I will show two primary colors. Then, you will think what will be the result if you combine or mix the two primary colors. Click the raise hand button if you know the answer. I will call a name of student who will answer. Remember, only the student that I call will unmute him or herself. Every student who got the correct answer will receive 1 point in recitation. Is that clear? Excellent. So here are my questions. Children, did you enjoy your activity? What is your realization in answering our activity? Oh, that was nice to hear. So let us now proceed to our topic for today, entitled Lines, Organic and Inorganic Lines. So here are my objectives. At the end of the discussion, the student will be able to distinguish and differentiate organic lines to inorganic lines, appreciate and internalize the importance of lines, and make and draw organic and inorganic lines. Before we proceed to our discussion, let us have another activity for you to acquire an idea in our new lesson. Are you ready, children? That's great. Since all of you are ready and excited, let us now start our activity. It is entitled, What Am I? Here are my instructions. I will present a picture here. Then, you will just identify and say what is the shape of the picture. Click the raise hand button if you know the answer. I will call any student who will answer. Remember, only the student that I call will unmute him or herself. Every student who got the correct answer will receive 1 point in our recitation. Understood? That's great. Let us now begin. So here is my first question. What is the shape of this picture? Very good. It is heart. How about this one? That's correct. This is triangle. How about this one? Yes, it is star. And this one? That's correct. That's correct. It is circle. How about this one? What is the shape of this picture? Yes, it is square. Very good, children. Now, I am sure that you already have an idea in our new lesson. So let us now proceed to our discussion. Children, are you ready in your new lesson? Excellent! Let us now proceed to our new lesson. Let us define first the lines. So what is lines? Line is one of the 7 elements of art. It is considered by many to be the most basic element of art. In terms of art, line is considered a moving dot. A simple way of thinking of line is to imagine a point that moves. Line has an endless number of uses in creation of both drawings and paintings. Although we typically associate line with drawing, it is also conditional to painting. So children, I'm gonna ask you a question. Can we still make drawings or paintings without using end lines? Can we? Of course not. Without lines, we can draw and we can paint. Because drawings and paintings is foundation of line. Let us now discuss what are the variety of line. Line variation. The use of variety of line including width, length, texture, etc. to add more interest to a drawing or painting. Length. Length. Lines can be long or short. As you can see on Lural, that we have different length. There's like centimeter, meter, inches, millimeter, and etc. Next, width. Lines can be wide or skinny. As you can see on drawings or paintings. As you can see when you see a house, the foundation or yung mga poste niya is mataba kaysa dun sa pader. So, it is look much more realistic. Next, texture. Lines can be rough or smooth. Just like sa tiles, ito ay mas smooth kumpara sa mga bricks. Kapag ginawa mo yung bricks, di ba magaspang. So, ganun din dito sa text. Ito yung texture. Children, what are the variety of lines again? Yes, Camila. Very good. We have length, width, and texture. Now, let's talk about type of lines. Lines can come in all shapes and size, and the type of line can be drawn are endless. Some common form of line include horizontal, vertical, diagonal, zigzag, and curved line. Other type of line include broken lines and implied lines. First, let's talk about horizontal lines. Are lines that are parallel to the horizon and generally flow from left to right or vice versa. Here's the example. We commonly use or see this line in making roads. Next, vertical lines are lines that moves up and down without any slant. We commonly use or see this line in making the foundation of house or buildings. Next, diagonal lines are lines that are slant. Slant. We use this in making leaves of trees or plants. Next, zigzag lines are lines that change direction abruptly. Here's the example. We commonly use or see this in making a stem of trees. Next, curved lines gradually change direction. We use this in making a cave or seashell. Next, broken lines include open space but continue on a path. This line may imply an edge or to be used in communicate a highlight. Nakikita natin to sa mga daan. Diba? Meron yung iba't ibang broken lines doon. At ginagamit din to kapag nagre-represent ng waves. We add this broken line to represent waves. Next, implied lines may include the open space in between a broken line. This line may not be visible but are implied due to the contrast in value or the inclusion of broken line. Sa likod ng mga broken line, meron tayong mabubuong image doon. At ito nga yung implied lines. So what are the types of lines again? We have horizontal lines, vertical lines, diagonal lines, zigzag lines, and curved lines. Types of lines can be seen on the clothes of tribes. They use horizontal lines, vertical lines, diagonal lines, zigzag lines, curved lines, and broken lines to make a design for their clothes. Here's the example. Now, let's talk about the two kinds of lines. We have organic and inorganic lines. First, let's talk about organic lines. Are loose, curving lines like those found in nature. In the deer print, the lines of the horse, manes, and tails, the figure hair, and the ruffled clouds are all organic. Here are the examples of organic lines. We have hands, trees, foots, leaves, flowers, trees, tiger, fish, leaves, apples, and etc. Here are another example of organic lines. We have human, men and women, frog, clouds, and anything that found in nature. Remember, when we say organic lines, it is anything that found in nature. While inorganic lines or geometric lines are generally straight or perfectly curved lines, like those found in geometry. Here are the examples of inorganic lines. We have a square, rectangle, circle, oval, triangle, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, cube, sphere, cylinder, cone, rectangular, and pyramid. Remember, children, generally straight or perfectly curved lines are inorganic lines. Inorganic lines is also called geometric lines. Now, look in your environment and give me an example of an organic line. Yes, Camila? Very good. Can you give another organic line? Yes, Kathleen. That was nice. Now, can you give me an example of inorganic lines? Yes, Joyce. Very good. In this image, most of the lines are organic, but the horizontal line in the background are inorganic. Because remember, horizontal line is a straight line. That's why it is inorganic. Children, did you understand what is line now? Very good. So what is line? Yes, Reka. Thank you, Mr. Reka. Children, what are the variety of line? Yes, Berna. Thank you, Miss Berna. Children, can you give me one type of lines and define it? Yes, Joanna. Very good, Miss Joanna. Can you give another one? Yes, Riza. Thank you, Miss Riza. Can you give another one? Yes, Mr. Lawrence. Thank you, Mr. Lawrence. That's excellent. Now, children, what are the two types of lines? Yes, Christelle. Very nice. That's great. Can you give an example of organic line? Yes, Justin. Very good, Miss Justin. Can you give another one? Yes, Christian. Thank you, Miss Christian. Now, can you give an example of geometric lines or inorganic lines? Yes, Miss Camila. Thank you, Miss Camila. Can you give another one? Yes, Miss Mary Ann. Thank you, Miss Mary Ann. Now, I am sure that you already acquired and learned in our discussion for today. So let us now proceed to our activity to measure your knowledge and for able for me to know what part of the discussion you are having to difficult. Children, to apply your knowledge in our discussion, we will conduct an activity and it is entitled, You Can Draw It. Here are my instructions. Bring a one whole sheet of paper. Think two examples of organic and inorganic lines. Draw it in one whole sheet of paper. Prepare to explain your drawing because later I'm gonna ask you why you choose to draw a two organic lines. Next, I will give you 25 minutes to accomplish this activity. After 25 minutes, take a picture of your work, then upload it in our MS Teams. File name, you can draw it. Children, you may start now. Okay, children, time's up. You may now upload your work on our MS Teams. File name, you can draw it. Are you all done? Very good. Now, I'm gonna ask you one by one. Okay, Reka? Why you choose to draw a tree and a monkey? Next, Kathleen. Explain to me why you choose this to draw. To make our discussion clear, always rely on this picture below. Always remember, children, that organic lines are lines that found in nature, while inorganic or geometric lines are generally straight and perfectly curved lines, like those found in geometry. Is that clear? Very good. Children, based on this picture, what do you think what will happen if we remove all the organic lines? Did it still look beautiful? Why do you say so? What do you think the importance of organic lines in our drawings? Put your answer on MS Words. If you already done, upload your work on our MS Teams. File name, Importance of Organic Lines. Is that clear? Very good. Now, for your evaluation, I will send the link of your exam in our MS Teams at exact 10 a.m. I will give you 20 minutes to answer. After 25 minutes, the system will automatically close. So, submit your exam before the deadline. Is that clear? That's great. Good luck, students. You may start now. Okay, for your assignment, look 2 examples of organic lines at your home and 2 examples of inorganic lines. Draw and color it. After that, take a picture of your work, then upload it in our MS Teams file name assignment number 1. That's all for today. Thank you for your participation. If you have any more questions or concerns, you can contact me at my cell phone number or message me at my Facebook account, Ian Hernandez. Again, that's all for today, children. Thank you and God bless.